What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I am here with my top 10 albums of 2019 list video. You know, this is my annual video series. I've been doing this now for I think like the last 3 years, maybe 4, and you all love it each year that I do this. I also will be adding on New Year's Day a look over the past 10 years of my life. We're going into a brand new decade, so I just wanted to highlight some of the big things that happened in my life over the past 10 years, so be looking out for that video on New Year's Day. Today we're doing the top 10 albums of 2019. Tomorrow it will be the top 10 TV shows, and then the following day it'll be the top 10 movies, and then on New Year's Eve it'll be my top 10 book list. But today we're concentrating on the top 10 albums, so let's get into my list. Number 10, we have none other than the Rap Game Season 1 winner, Miss Mulatto. I think now she goes just by the name Mulatto. She dropped this EP during the summertime called Big Lotto, and I loved it. Her career is on the rise. She's changed from when she was on the Rap Game. On the Rap Game, she was this little cute little mixed curly hair little girl, very skinny. Now she's, you know, curvy, all natural curvy, little hood chicks. Like, she's so pretty. I love her aesthetic. She's very sexy now. She's very sexual in her lyrics. But she writes all her own songs, and I just like the trajectory of where her career is going, seeing her from being this little 16, 17-year-old girl to now blossoming into a young lady. I really want her to get signed to QC, is that what it's QCP, or I don't know them niggas name, Migos and them record label over there. I think she would be a wonderful fit over there with Cardi and Sweetie and the City Girls. I think that she would be dope over there. But right now she's doing an independent thing on her own, and she is making it. Big Lotto was something that I bumped during the summertime, especially when I was on vacation in Miami. It was a part of my soundtrack during the summer. If you haven't listened to the EP, get into it. She got some bangers on it. So shout out to Mulatto for making my top 10 albums of 2019's list. At number 9, we have none other than soul singer James Blake. James Blake is someone that I've been listening to for the last couple of years, and I was anticipating his next album because the previous one before that I still listen to often. It's one of my favorite albums of all times. So when he dropped his latest album, Assume Form, I was on pins and needles. It was such a good album. He has so many standout tracks on it. His voice is just so soulful and stirring and haunting. I just love his whole aesthetic, his vibe. He's different from anybody else. He's in his own lane. He's not trying to be like a Justin Timberlake or a Robin Thicke. He's pretty much created his own sound and his own movement. He's worked with Beyonce, with Jay-Z. He's worked with so many different artists. I just love James Blake. So make sure you check out Assume Form. It was a fantastic piece of work. Number 8 on my list is none other than Emily King, her album Scenery. Emily King, I remember learning about Emily in, it was probably around the beginning of this decade. She had a song called You and I, and it was everything. It was everything, but her career didn't really take off. And over the years I had wondered what happened to her. I kept up with her career and her projects, and this year she dropped, I think it was this year, either late 2018, she dropped Scenery, and she has so many really good songs on it. She's embraced her sexuality. She's lesbian. I love her song off the previous album before this called Georgia. She is just everything. I love her voice. I love her look. I love her short brunette hair. I love her outfits. I just love her whole look, her whole vibe. Songs like Teach You, Look at Me Now, Cliche, It was just such a good album. Please check her out. Don't sleep. She's an R&B soul artist who happens to be white, but that don't matter, child. She sings down. Number 7 on my list is Ari Lennox. I found out about Ari Lennox once again early on in this decade with her song Cascade. I remember finding her on YouTube, being just blown away by her voice. Her voice is unlike anybody else. She's another artist that has created her own path, her own sound. She's so funny. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you must. She often goes lives and tells all these crazy stories. Her sense of humor is off the chain. But this year she dropped her debut album on J. Cole's record label called Shea Baby, and it was worth the wait. She has wanted to give up so many times. She's been a struggling artist for so long, and she hasn't seen, you know, the fruits of her label coming to fruition, you know, on the financial end. So she's often wanted to give up, but when she dropped Shea Baby, the world took notice. It was such a dope project. Songs like Chicago Boy, Up Late, Shea Baby that was on the Creed 2 soundtrack featuring J. Cole, Whipped Cream, I mean BMO. The girl is just everything. The videos that went along with the songs were just so dope, so different. So if you have not checked out Ari Lennox, Shea Baby, please do yourself a favor and check out the project. Now my number 6 pick is an artist that I found on Tidal. I'm a Tidal subscriber, and every week they have a list of new albums that came out, and so that's often how I find out about new artists. And the number 6 person on my list is a person that I found out from that new albums list that's always on Tidal. Her name is Etta Bond, and she dropped 2 projects this year, and one of them was titled Hes Mine. And she's a white soul singer. I don't know if she's from the UK or she's from the United States. I think she's from across the pond. But as soon as I heard her voice and how soulful and rich it was, I fell in love. This was one of the albums that I wrote a lot to when I was working on my Cam and Gray series. She has a song on there called Teleport, Emotional, More Than a Lover, featuring one of my favorite artists of all time, Sir. She is just dope. I love her look. She has this platinum blonde pixie cut. She likes black men, child. I just like the way she dresses. I follow her on Instagram. I like the whole vibe of it. The project was just overall dope. So get into Etta Bond. You will not be disappointed. I have been loving the number 5 artist since the early 2000s, child. Before 2000, before this decade even started, we all learned who Dawn Rashad was when she was in the popular girl group Danity Kane. She was one of the standout singers in that group. Her voice just stood out. It was so different. It was so New Orleans. She was one of Diddy's favorites. Once the group disbanded, she went on to create and cultivate her own solo career, which has just taken off. She has her own following and audience that has stuck with her and appreciates her work. And she's one of my favorite singers. I just love her sound. Her sound is just so dope. And she dropped her project New Breed this year, and I couldn't wait till it came out. And it did not disappoint. The intro, the 9, she had songs on there called Jealousy. She had Vultures / Wolves. She had a song on there called Sauce, which she had a video for, but something happened with it and it had to be taken down. But that was what really put the project over the top for me. The videos that accompanied it were just so different, so unique. Dawn is just somebody that doesn't try to follow what everybody else does. She creates her own sound, her own look. She's just in a league of her own, and I just love that even though she's been in the industry all these years, she continues to grow as an artist and try new things and not to be pigeonholed. So check out Dawn Rashad's New Breed. Lyon Babe. Child, I have been a fan of Lyon Babe since the beginning of this decade. If you don't know, Lyon Babe is a group featuring Vanessa Williams' daughter and her partner. I think they're just friends. I don't think they're dating anything like that. But it's a guy and a girl group, and she's the singer, and I think he creates the beats and this, you know, the songs or whatever. But they came out with their latest album titled Cosmic World, and it was a project that I got my life to all summer. Her voice kind of reminds me of an Erykah Badu-ish kind of like voice. She doesn't sound like her mother at all. She looks like her mother, but she doesn't sound like her mother. She's just so beautiful. She has this big mane of honey blonde hair. And Cosmic World just, oh, it was so good. I just remember being on the train going to Chicago with my earphones in, just listening to songs like Any Way You Want To and So Long. And then she has Can I See It featuring Bilal. The project was so freaking good, so freaking good. She also can dance her ass off. She's trained. She's a trained dancer. Their live performances are always off the chain. Lyon Babe is one of my favorite duo groups. You don't often see a female and a guy in a group together, and it's just, they just are everything. They are just so, just like far beyond their years. Cosmic Wind Baby album was the shit. Now my number 3 pick was someone that I remember hearing her song. It was on something that I was watching. I heard her voice wrong. I was listening to the Friend Zone podcast, and Asante was the one that mentioned this artist by the name of Isley. And he does this Music Man segment every week on the podcast. He always introduces us listeners to new music. And when he played a snippet of her music, I was like, who is this girl? So I went looking for her music, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Her project hadn't been released. The project wasn't on Tidal, so I couldn't find it, but I did find her on YouTube. And when I saw her videos and how just far out and eclectic and just dope and just weird, I just loved every single moment of her videos. They're so different. They're haunting. They're kind of controversial. Her videos are everything. Her voice is everything. I've listened to her sing live. The girl can sing down. These white girls is coming for these black girls next, baby. And Isley is one of them. Her EP, War Plus Raindrops, features songs like Flowers, Shampoo, Juice. Child, I listened to all 3 songs on repeat all year long. Now, this is a project that actually came out in 2018, child. But like I said, I didn't discover her until this year. And when I did, like, she blew me the fuck away. Juice and Shampoo. Oh, Shampoo is a song about, you know, suicide and it's so good. Just please check Isley out. She is just beyond fucking dope. Now, my number 2 album of 2019 is an artist that you all have heard me mention on this channel I don't know how many times. I am a huge fan of her. I pray that I get to see her sing live. This is none other than Alex Isley. Her father is the guitar player in the legendary Isley Brothers group. But child, this girl has created her own lane. She does not have to ride her father's coattails. She's not only a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a producer, she makes her own beats. I mean, there's nothing that this young lady cannot do. She dropped her The Beauty of Everything Part 2 EP this year, and it did not fucking disappoint. From the gate, number 1 song, Road to You. It's a song about, like, no matter what, I'm gonna always come back to that man that I love. All roads always lead back to you no matter what. Then she has What Lovers Do. Then she has Love on Demand featuring Sir. Those 2 voices coming together is like collard greens on motherfucking Soul Food Sunday. Then you got Water and Air. My God, the way she sings and harmonizes, she does her own backgrounds. Oh my God, it just makes you want to cry. Then you have number 5, We'll Always Have Paris, which I have bumped so much this year. I mean, Alex Isley, there's just no comparing her to anybody else. If you follow her on Instagram, she does these 60-second Monday snippets of different classic songs, and she goes on Musically and she harmonizes and does the backgrounds, the beats, the lead vocals, and she drops these 60-second videos for us every fucking Monday. The girl is just a genius at what she does. Her voice is just so airy and breathy and jazzy. Oh my God, I am a huge fan of Alex Isley. Her music is just beyond great. Please check out Alex Isley, The Beauty of Everything Part 2 EP. And drum roll please, my #1 album of 2019 goes to none other than TDE signee Sir. Sir is another artist that I learned about in the beginning of this decade, and when I found him on the web series That Guy. They had a lot of his music in the web series, and I went on SoundCloud and I found him and I fell in love immediately. About a few years ago, he got signed to TDE, which is Top Dog Entertainment, where Kendrick Lamar and Schoolboy Q and SZA are all signed to, and I was like, oh my God, he's signed to TDE. His career is set. It was a good fit for him to go over there. He finally dropped his debut album on TDE called Chasing Summer. He dropped it, I believe this was in September of this year. I was on pins and needles waiting for this album to come out. I could not wait to see what he was going to produce for us. And when I say from song #1 all the way down to track number 14, I was blown the fuck away. This boy was in his goddamn bag with this album. He starts us off with Hair Down. Then you go to one of my favorite songs, #2, John Redcorn, to my other favorite song, You Can't Save Me. Oh my God. LA Lisa, Fire, New Sky, Lucy's Love featuring Lil Wayne, That's Why I Love You featuring Sabrina Claudio, Touchdown, Wires in the Sky, Still Blue featuring Jill Scott, Mood, The Recipe, and then it ends with LA. I mean, this album from beginning to end, there is not one skippable song on this goddamn album. This is the album of 2019. I'm so mad that he did not get a Grammy nomination for this album, because he should have won Best R&B Album of 2019. I mean, the lyrics, the harmonies, the vocals, the production, the beats, the features, I mean, the visuals that he gave us. I mean, the video alone for That's Why I Love You featuring Sabrina Claudio. Child, that video so goddamn sexy. I want to fuck the shit out of Sir. I know he's married, but I don't give a fuck. Like, Sir is that nigga. He is that. He's the shit, child. He's sexy to me. I love his chocolate skin and those dreads, bitch. And then when he get to singing, my panties just melt. Child, Sir's Chasing Summer. Child, thank me the fuck later when you listen to that album. You're gonna be blown away. So thank you guys for watching this video. That is my top 10 albums of 2019 video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Let me know down below in the comment section if you love any of these albums, and if you do listen to these albums, let me know what you think. I can't wait to hear you guys' feedback. Love you guys. Bye.